Chapter 21. 1. Now these are the ordinances which ye shall set before them. 2. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he shall serve 6 years, and in the 7th he shall go out free without paying anything. 3. If he comes in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he is married, then his wife shall go out with him. For if his master gives him a wife and she bears him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. 5. But if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. 6. Then his master shall bring him to God, and shall bring him to the door or to the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. 7. If a man sells his daughter to be a female servant, she shall not go out as the male servants do. 8. If she doesn't please her master, who has married her to himself, then he shall let her be redeemed. He shall have no right to sell her to a foreign people, since he has dealt deceitfully with her. 9. If he marries her to his son, he shall deal with her as a daughter. 10. If he takes another wife to himself, he shall not diminish her food, her clothing, and her marital rights. 11. If he doesn't do these 3 things for her, she may go free without paying any money. 12. One who strikes a man so that he dies shall surely be put to death. 13. But not if it is unintentional, but God allows it to happen, then I will appoint you a place where he shall flee. 14. If a man schemes and comes presumptuously on his neighbor to kill him, ye shall take him from my altar, that he may die. 15. Anyone who attacks his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. 16. Anyone who kidnaps someone and sells him, or if he is found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. 17. Anyone who curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. 18. If men quarrel, and one strikes the other with a stone or with his fist, and he doesn't die, but is confined to bed. 19. If he rises again and walks around with his staff, then he who struck him shall be cleared. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall provide for his healing until he is thoroughly healed. 20. If a man strikes his servant or his maid with a rod, and he dies under his hand, he shall surely be punished. 21. Notwithstanding, if he gets up after a day or 2, he shall not be punished, for he is his property. 22. If men fight and hurt a pregnant woman so that she gives birth prematurely, and yet no harm follows, he shall be surely fined as much as the woman's husband demands and the judges allow. 23. But if any harm follows, then you must take life for life. 24. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. 25. Burning for burning, wound for wound, and bruise for bruise. 26. If a man strikes the eye of his servant, or the eye of his maid, and destroys it, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. 27. If he strikes out his male servant's tooth, or his female servant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake. 28. If a bull gores a man or a woman to death, the bull shall surely be stoned, and its meat shall not be eaten, but the owner of the bull shall not be held responsible. 29. But if the bull had a habit of goring in the past, and it has been testified to its owner, and he has not kept it in, but it has killed a man or a woman, the bull shall be stoned, and its owner also shall be put to death. 30. If a ransom is imposed on him, then he shall give for the redemption of his life whatever is imposed. 31. Whether it has gored a son or has gored a daughter, according to this judgment it shall be done to him. 32. If the bull gores a male servant or a female servant, 30 shekels of silver shall be given to their master, and the bull shall be stoned. 33. If a man opens a pit, or if a man digs a pit and doesn't cover it, and a bull or a donkey falls into it. 34. The owner of the pit shall make it good. He shall give money to its owner, and the dead animal shall be his. 35. If one man's bull injures another's so that it dies, then they shall sell the live bull and divide its price, and they shall also divide the dead animal. 36. Or if it is known that the bull was in the habit of goring in the past, and its owner has not kept it in, he shall surely pay bull for bull, and the dead animal shall be his own. Chapter 22. 1. If a man steals an ox or a sheep, and kills it or sells it, he shall pay 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. 2. If the thief is found breaking in and is struck so that he dies, there shall be no guilt of bloodshed for him. 3. If the sun has risen on him, he is guilty of bloodshed. He shall make restitution. If he has nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. For if the stolen property is found in his hand alive, whether it is ox, donkey, or sheep, he shall pay double. 5. If a man causes a field or vineyard to be eaten by letting his animal loose, and it grazes in another man's field, he shall make restitution from the best of his own field, and from the best of his own vineyard. 6. If fire breaks out and catches in thorns so that the shocks of grain, or the standing grain, or the field are consumed, he who kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. 7. If a man delivers to his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it is stolen out of the man's house, if the thief is found, he shall pay double. 8. If the thief isn't found, then the master of the house shall come near to God, to find out whether or not he has put his hand to his neighbor's goods. 9. For every matter of trespass, whether it is for ox, for donkey, for sheep, for clothing, or for any kind of lost thing about which one says, "This is mine," the cause of both parties shall come before God. He whom God convicts shall pay double to his neighbor. 10. If a man delivers to his neighbor a donkey, an ox, a sheep, or any animal to keep, and it dies or is injured or driven away, no one seeing it. 11. The oath of Yahweh shall be between them both, whether he hasn't put his hand to his neighbor's goods, and its owner shall accept it, and he shall not make restitution. 12. But if it is stolen from him, the one who stole shall make restitution to its owner. 13. If it is torn in pieces, let him bring it for evidence. He shall not make good that which was torn. 14. If a man borrows anything of his neighbor's, and it is injured, or dies, its owner not being with it, he shall surely make restitution. 15. If its owner is with it, he shall not make it good. If it is a leased thing, it came for its lease. 16. If a man entices a virgin who is not pledged to be married, and lies with her, he shall surely pay a dowry for her to be his wife. 17. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. 18. You shall not allow a sorceress to live. 19. Whoever has sex with an animal shall surely be put to death. 20. He who sacrifices to any god, except to Yahweh only, shall be utterly destroyed. 21. You shall not wrong an alien or oppress him, for you were aliens in the land of Egypt. 22. You shall not take advantage of any widow or fatherless child. 23. If you take advantage of them at all, and they cry at all to me, I will surely hear their cry. 24. And my wrath will grow hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. 25. If you lend money to any of my people with you who is poor, you shall not be to him as a creditor. You shall not charge him interest. 26. If you take your neighbor's garment as collateral, you shall restore it to him before the sun goes down. 27. For that is his only covering. It is his garment for his skin. What would he sleep in? When he cries to me, I will hear, for I am gracious. 28. You shall not blaspheme God, nor curse a ruler of your people. 29. You shall not delay to offer from your harvest and from the outflow of your presses. You shall give the firstborn of your sons to me. 30. You shall do likewise with your cattle and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with its mother, then on the 8th day you shall give it to me. 31. You shall be holy men to me, therefore you shall not eat any meat that is torn by animals in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. Chapter 23. 1. You shall not spread a false report. Don't join your hand with the wicked to be a malicious witness. 2. You shall not follow a crowd to do evil. You shall not testify in court to side with a multitude to pervert justice. 3. You shall not favor a poor man in his cause. 4. If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again. 5. If you see the donkey of him who hates you fallen down under his burden, don't leave him. You shall surely help him with it. 6. You shall not deny justice to your poor people in their lawsuits. 7. Keep far from a false charge, and don't kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not justify the wicked. 8. You shall take no bribe, for a bribe blinds those who have sight and perverts the words of the righteous. 9. You shall not oppress an alien, for you know the heart of an alien, since you were aliens in the land of Egypt. 10. For 6 years you shall sow your land, and shall gather in its increase. 11. But the 7th year you shall let it rest and lie fallow, that the poor of your people may eat, and what they leave, the animal of the field shall eat. In the same way you shall deal with your vineyard and with your olive grove. 12. 6 days you shall do your work, and on the 7th day you shall rest, that your ox and your donkey may have rest, and the son of your servant and the alien may be refreshed. 13. Be careful to do all things that I have said to you, and don't invoke the name of other gods or even let them be heard out of your mouth. 14. You shall observe a feast to me 3 times a year. 15. You shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, at the time appointed in the month Abib, for in it you came out of Egypt, and no one shall appear before me empty. 16. And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of your labors, which you sow in the field, and the feast of harvest at the end of the year, when you gather in your labors out of the field. 17. 3 times in the year all your males shall appear before the Lord Yahweh. 18. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with unleavened bread. The fat of my feast shall not remain all night until the morning. 19. The first of the first fruits of your ground you shall bring into the house of Yahweh your God. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. 20. Behold, I send an angel before you, to keep you by the way, and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. 21. Pay attention to him, and listen to his voice. Don't provoke him, for he will not pardon your disobedience, for my name is in him. 22. But if you indeed listen to his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to your enemies, and an adversary to your adversaries. 23. For my angel shall go before you, and bring you into the Amorite, the Hittite, the Perizzite, the Canaanite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, and I will cut them off. 24. You shall not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor follow their practices, but you shall utterly overthrow them and demolish their pillars. 25. You shall serve Yahweh your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from among you. 26. No one will miscarry or be barren in your land. I will fulfill the number of your days. 27. I will send my terror before you, and will throw into confusion all the people against whom you will come, and I will make all your enemies turn their backs to you. 28. I will send the hornet before you, which will drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before you. 29. I will not drive them out from before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the animals of the field multiply against you. 30. Little by little I will drive them out from before you, until you have increased and inherit the land. 31. I will set your border from the Red Sea even to the sea of the Philistines, and from the wilderness to the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out before you. 32. You shall make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. 33. They shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me, for if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you. Chapter 24. 1. He said to Moses, Come up to Yahweh, you, and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship from a distance. 2. Moses alone shall come near to Yahweh, but they shall not come near. The people shall not go up with him. 3. Moses came and told the people all Yahweh's words, and all the ordinances, and all the people answered with one voice, and said, All the words which Yahweh has spoken will we do. For Moses wrote all Yahweh's words, and rose up early in the morning, and built an altar at the base of the mountain, and 12 pillars for the 12 tribes of Israel. 5. He sent young men of the children of Israel, who offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of cattle to Yahweh. 6. Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. 7. He took the book of the covenant and read it in the hearing of the people, and they said, All that Yahweh has spoken will we do, and be obedient. 8. Moses took the blood, and sprinkled it on the people, and said, Look, this is the blood of the covenant, which Yahweh has made with you concerning all these words. 9. Then Moses, Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel went up. 10. They saw the God of Israel. Under his feet was like a paved work of sapphire stone, like the skies for clearness. 11 He didn't lay his hand on the nobles of the children of Israel. They saw God, and ate and drank. 12 Yahweh said to Moses, Come up to me on the mountain, and stay here, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and the commands that I have written, that you may teach them. 13 Moses rose up with Joshua, his servant, and Moses went up onto God's mountain. 14 He said to the elders, Wait here for us, until we come again to you. Behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. Whoever is involved in a dispute can go to them. 15 Moses went up on the mountain, and the cloud covered the mountain. 16 Yahweh's glory settled on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. The 7th day he called to Moses out of the middle of the cloud. 17 The appearance of Yahweh's glory was like devouring fire on the top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. 18 Moses entered into the middle of the cloud, and went up on the mountain, and Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Chapter 25 1 Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, 2 Speak to the children of Israel, that they take an offering for me. From everyone whose heart makes him willing you shall take my offering. 3 This is the offering which you shall take from them, gold, silver, bronze. For blue, purple, scarlet, fine linen, goat's hair. 5 Ram skins dyed red, sea-cow hides, acacia wood. 6 Oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and for the sweet incense. 7 Onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. 8 Let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. 9 According to all that I show you, the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all its furniture, even so you shall make it. 10 They shall make an ark of acacia wood. Its length shall be 2.5 cubits, its width 1.5 cubits, and 1.5 cubits its height. 11 You shall overlay it with pure gold. You shall overlay it inside and outside, and you shall make a gold molding around it. 12 You shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in its 4 feet. 2 rings shall be on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side of it. 13 You shall make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. 14 You shall put the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry the ark. 15 The poles shall be in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it. 16 You shall put the covenant which I shall give you into the ark. 17 You shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits its width. 18 You shall make 2 cherubim of hammered gold. You shall make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. 19 Make 1 cherub at the one end, and 1 cherub at the other end. You shall make the cherubim on its 2 ends of one piece with the mercy seat. 20 The cherubim shall spread out their wings upward, covering the mercy seat with their wings, with their faces toward one another. The faces of the cherubim shall be toward the mercy seat. 21 You shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the covenant that I will give you. 22 There I will meet with you, and I will tell you from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim which are on the ark of the covenant, all that I command you for the children of Israel. 23 You shall make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be its length, 1 cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. 24 You shall overlay it with pure gold, and make a gold molding around it. 25 You shall make a rim of a hand width around it. You shall make a golden molding on its rim around it. 26 You shall make 4 rings of gold for it, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on its 4 feet. 27 The rings shall be close to the rim, for places for the poles to carry the table. 28 You shall make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be carried with them. 29 You shall make its dishes, its spoons, its ladles, and its bowls to pour out offerings with. You shall make them of pure gold. 30 You shall set bread of the presence on the table before me always. 31 You shall make a lampstand of pure gold. The lampstand shall be made of hammered work. Its base, its shaft, its cups, its buds, and its flowers shall be of one piece with it. 32 There shall be 6 branches going out of its sides, 3 branches of the lamp stand out of its one side, and 3 branches of the lamp stand out of its other side. 33 3 cups made like almond blossoms in one branch, a bud and a flower, and 3 cups made like almond blossoms in the other branch, a bud and a flower, so for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. 34 And in the lampstand 4 cups made like almond blossoms, its buds and its flowers. 35 And a bud under 2 branches of one piece, and a bud under 2 branches of another piece, and a bud under 2 branches of another piece, for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. 36 Their buds and their branches shall be of one piece with it, all of it one beaten work of pure gold. 37 You shall make its lamps 7, and they shall light its lamps to give light to the space in front of it. 38 Its snuffers and its snuff dishes shall be of pure gold. 39 It shall be made of a talent of pure gold, with all these accessories. 40 See that you make them after their pattern, which has been shown to you on the mountain. Chapter 26. 1 Moreover you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet. You shall make them with cherubim, the work of a skillful workman. 2 The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. All the curtains shall have one measure. 3 5 curtains shall be coupled together to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another. For you shall make loops of blue on the edge of the one curtain from the edge in the coupling, and you shall do likewise on the edge of the curtain that is outermost in the second coupling. 5 You shall make 50 loops in the one curtain, and you shall make 50 loops in the edge of the curtain that is in the second coupling. The loops shall be opposite one another. 6 You shall make 50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains to one another with the clasps. The tabernacle shall be a unit. 7 You shall make curtains of goat's hair for a covering over the tabernacle. You shall make 11 curtains. 8 The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. The 11 curtains shall have one measure. 9 You shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double over the 6th curtain in the front of the tent. 10 You shall make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outermost in the coupling, and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain which is coupled to it. 11 You shall make 50 clasps of bronze, and put the clasps into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. 12 The overhanging part that remains of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the back of the tabernacle. 13 The cubit on the one side and the cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side, to cover it. 14 You shall make a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and a covering of sea-cow hides above. 15 You shall make the boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing up. 16 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and 1.5 cubits the width of each board. 17 There shall be 2 tenons in each board, joined to one another. You shall make all the boards of the tabernacle this way. 18 You shall make 20 boards for the tabernacle, for the south side southward. 19 You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for its 2 tenons. 20 For the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, 20 boards. 21 And their 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. 22 For the far side of the tabernacle westward you shall make 6 boards. 23 You shall make 2 boards for the corners of the tabernacle in the far side. 24 They shall be double beneath, and in the same way they shall be entire to the top of it to one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. 25 There shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. 26 You shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle. 27 And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle, for the far side westward. 28 The middle bar in the middle of the boards shall pass through from end to end. 29 You shall overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars. You shall overlay the bars with gold. 30 You shall set up the tabernacle according to the way that it was shown to you on the mountain. 31 You shall make a veil of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, with cherubim. It shall be the work of a skillful workman. 32 You shall hang it on 4 pillars of acacia overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, on 4 sockets of silver. 33 You shall hang up the veil under the clasps, and shall bring the ark of the covenant in there within the veil. The veil shall separate the holy place from the most holy for you. 34 You shall put the mercy seat on the ark of the covenant in the most holy place. 35 You shall set the table outside the veil, and the lamp stand across from the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. You shall put the table on the north side. 36 You shall make a screen for the door of the tent, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of the embroiderer. 37 You shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia, and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold. You shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them. Chapter 27. 1 You shall make the altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long, and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be square. Its height shall be 3 cubits. 2 You shall make its horns on its 4 corners. Its horns shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. 3 You shall make its pots to take away its ashes, its shovels, its basins, its meat hooks, and its fire pans. You shall make all its vessels of bronze. For you shall make a grating for it of network of bronze. On the net you shall make 4 bronze rings in its 4 corners. 5 You shall put it under the ledge around the altar beneath, that the net may reach halfway up the altar. 6 You shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. 7 Its poles shall be put into the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar, when carrying it. 8 You shall make it hollow with planks. They shall make it as it has been shown you on the mountain. 9 You shall make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side southward there shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen 100 cubits long for one side. 10 Its pillars shall be 20, and their sockets 20, of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. 11 Likewise for the north side in length there shall be hangings 100 cubits long, and its pillars 20, and their sockets 20, of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. 12 For the width of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. 13 The width of the court on the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits. 14 The hangings for the one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. 15 For the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. 16 For the gate of the court shall be a screen of 20 cubits, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of the embroiderer, their pillars 4, and their sockets 4. 17 All the pillars of the court around shall be filleted with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of bronze. 18 The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the width 50 everywhere, and the height 5 cubits, of fine twined linen, and their sockets of bronze. 19 All the instruments of the tabernacle in all its service, and all its pins, and all the pins of the court, shall be of bronze. 20 You shall command the children of Israel to bring to you pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause a lamp to burn continually. 21 In the tent of meeting, outside the veil which is before the covenant, Aaron and his sons shall keep it in order from evening to morning before Yahweh. It shall be a statute forever throughout their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel. Chapter 28. 1 Bring Aaron your brother, and his sons with him, near to you from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me in the priest's office, even Aaron, with Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. 2 You shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory, and for beauty. 3 You shall speak to all who are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they make Aaron's garments to sanctify him, that he may minister to me in the priest's office. For these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a tunic of checker work, a turban, and a sash. They shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that he may minister to me in the priest's office. 5 They shall take the gold, and the blue, and the purple, and the scarlet, and the fine linen. 6 They shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of the skillful workman. 7 It shall have 2 shoulder straps joined to the 2 ends of it, that it may be joined together. 8 The skillfully woven band which is on it, with which to fasten it on, shall be of the same piece, like its work, of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. 9 You shall take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel. 6 of their names on the one stone, and the names of the 6 that remain on the other stone, in the order of their birth. 11 With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet, you shall engrave the 2 stones, according to the names of the children of Israel. You shall make them to be enclosed in settings of gold. 12 You shall put the 2 stones on the shoulder straps of the ephod, to be stones of memorial for the children of Israel. Aaron shall bear their names before Yahweh on his 2 shoulders for a memorial. 13 You shall make settings of gold. 14 And 2 chains of pure gold like cords. You shall make them of braided work. You shall put the braided chains on the settings. 15 You shall make a breastplate of judgment, the work of the skillful workman. Like the work of the ephod you shall make it, of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, you shall make it. 16 It shall be square and folded double, a span shall be its length, and a span its width. 17 You shall set in it settings of stones, 4 rows of stones, a row of ruby, topaz, and beryl shall be the first row. 18 And the second row a turquoise, a sapphire, and an emerald. 19 And the third row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. 20 And the fourth row a chrysolite, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be enclosed in gold in their settings. 21 The stones shall be according to the names of the children of Israel. 12 According to their names, like the engravings of a signet, everyone according to his name, they shall be for the 12 tribes. 22 You shall make on the breastplate chains like cords, of braided work of pure gold. 23 You shall make on the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shall put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. 24 You shall put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings at the ends of the breastplate. 25 The other 2 ends of the 2 braided chains you shall attach to the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod in its front. 26 You shall make 2 rings of gold, and you shall put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, on its edge, which is toward the side of the ephod inward. 27 You shall make 2 rings of gold, and shall put them on the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod underneath, in its front, close by its coupling, above the skillfully woven band of the ephod. 28 They shall bind the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a cord of blue, that it may be on the skillfully woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not swing out from the ephod. 29 Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment on his heart when he goes into the holy place, for a memorial before Yahweh continually. 30 You shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be on Aaron's heart when he goes in before Yahweh. Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel on his heart before Yahweh continually. 31 You shall make the robe of the ephod all of blue. 32 It shall have a hole for the head in the middle of it. It shall have a binding of woven work around its hole, as it were the hole of a coat of mail, that it not be torn. 33 On its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, and purple, and scarlet, around its hem, with bells of gold between and around them. 34 A golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate, around the hem of the robe. 35 It shall be on Aaron to minister. Its sound shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before Yahweh, and when he comes out, that he not die. 36 You shall make a plate of pure gold, and engrave on it, like the engravings of a signet, Holy to Yahweh. 37 You shall put it on a blue cord, and it shall be on the turban. It shall be on the front of the turban. 38 It shall be on Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear the iniquity of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall make holy in all their holy gifts, and it shall always be on his forehead, that they may be accepted before Yahweh. 39 You shall weave the tunic with checker work of fine linen. You shall make a turban of fine linen. You shall make a sash, the work of the embroiderer. 40 You shall make tunics for Aaron's sons, and you shall make sashes for them. You shall make headbands for them, for glory and for beauty. 41 You shall put them on Aaron your brother, and on his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and ordain them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me in the priest's office. 42 You shall make them linen pants to cover their naked flesh. They shall reach from the waist even to the thighs. 43 They shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they go into the tent of meeting, or when they come near to the altar to minister in the holy place, that they don't bear iniquity and die. This shall be a statute forever to him and to his offspring after him. Chapter 29 1 This is the thing that you shall do to them to make them holy, to minister to me in the priest's office. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without blemish. 2 unleavened bread, unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. You shall make them of fine wheat flour. 3 You shall put them into 1 basket, and bring them in the basket, with the bull and the 2 rams. For you shall bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tent of meeting, and shall wash them with water. 5 You shall take the garments, and put on Aaron the tunic, the robe of the ephod, and the breastplate, and clothe him with the skillfully woven band of the ephod. 6 You shall set the turban on his head, and put the holy crown on the turban. 7 Then you shall take the anointing oil, and pour it on his head, and anoint him. 8 You shall bring his sons, and put tunics on them. 9 You shall clothe them with belts, Aaron and his sons, and bind headbands on them. They shall have the priesthood by a perpetual statute. You shall consecrate Aaron and his sons. 10 You shall bring the bull before the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the bull. 11 You shall kill the bull before Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting. 12 You shall take of the blood of the bull, and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger. You shall pour out all the blood at the base of the altar. 13 You shall take all the fat that covers the innards, the cover of the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and burn them on the altar. 14 But the meat of the bull, its skin, and its dung, you shall burn with fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. 15 You shall also take the 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. 16 You shall kill the ram, and you shall take its blood, and sprinkle it around on the altar. 17 You shall cut the ram into its pieces, and wash its innards, and its legs, and put them with its pieces, and with its head. 18 You shall burn the whole ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to Yahweh. It is a pleasant aroma, an offering made by fire to Yahweh. 19 You shall take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. 20 Then you shall kill the ram, and take some of its blood, and put it on the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and on the tip of the right ear of his sons, and on the thumb of their right hand, and on the big toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood around on the altar. 21 You shall take of the blood that is on the altar, and of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron, and on his garments, and on his sons, and on the garments of his sons with him, and he shall be made holy, and his garments, and his sons' garments with him. 22 Also you shall take some of the ram's fat, the fat tail, the fat that covers the innards, the cover of the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and the right thigh, for it is a ram of consecration. 23 And 1 loaf of bread, 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer out of the basket of unleavened bread that is before Yahweh. 24 You shall put all this in Aaron's hands, and in his sons' hands, and shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. 25 You shall take them from their hands, and burn them on the altar on the burnt offering, for a pleasant aroma before Yahweh. It is an offering made by fire to Yahweh. 26 You shall take the breast of Aaron's ram of consecration, and wave it for a wave offering before Yahweh. It shall be your portion. 27 You shall sanctify the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of the heave offering, which is waved and which is heaved up, of the ram of consecration, even of that which is for Aaron, and of that which is for his sons. 28 It shall be for Aaron and his sons as their portion forever from the children of Israel, for it is a heave offering. It shall be a heave offering from the children of Israel of the sacrifices of their peace offerings, even their heave offering to Yahweh. 29 The holy garments of Aaron shall be for his sons after him, to be anointed in them, and to be consecrated in them. 37 days shall the son who is priest in his place put them on, when he comes into the tent of meeting to minister in the holy place. 31 You shall take the ram of consecration and boil its meat in a holy place. 32 Aaron and his sons shall eat the meat of the ram, and the bread that is in the basket, at the door of the tent of meeting. 33 They shall eat those things with which atonement was made, to consecrate and sanctify them, but a stranger shall not eat of it, because they are holy. 34 If anything of the meat of the consecration, or of the bread, remains to the morning, then you shall burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. 35 You shall do so to Aaron and to his sons, according to all that I have commanded you. You shall consecrate them 7 days. 36 Every day you shall offer a bull as a sin offering for atonement. You shall cleanse the altar when you make atonement for it. You shall anoint it, to sanctify it. 37 7 days you shall make atonement for the altar, and sanctify it. The altar shall be most holy. Whatever touches the altar shall be holy. 38 Now this is that which you shall offer on the altar, 2 lambs a year old day by day continually. 39 The one lamb you shall offer in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer at evening. 40 And with the one lamb 1/10 part of an ephah of fine flour mixed with the 4th part of a hin of beaten oil, and the 4th part of a hin of wine for a drink offering. 41 The other lamb you shall offer at evening, and shall do like the meal offering of the morning, and like its drink offering, for a pleasant aroma, an offering made by fire to Yahweh. 42 It shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tent of meeting before Yahweh, where I will meet with you, to speak there to you. 43 There I will meet with the children of Israel, and the place shall be sanctified by my glory. 44 I will sanctify the tent of meeting and the altar. Aaron also and his sons I will sanctify, to minister to me in the priest's office. 45 I will dwell among the children of Israel, and will be their God. 46 They shall know that I am Yahweh their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, that I might dwell among them. I am Yahweh their God. Chapter 30 1 You shall make an altar to burn incense on. You shall make it of acacia wood. 2 Its length shall be a cubit, and its width a cubit. It shall be square. Its height shall be 2 cubits. Its horns shall be of one piece with it. 3 You shall overlay it with pure gold, its top, its sides around it, and its horns, and you shall make a gold molding around it. For you shall make 2 golden rings for it under its molding, on its 2 ribs, on its 2 sides you shall make them, and they shall be for places for poles with which to carry it. 5 You shall make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. 6 You shall put it before the veil that is by the ark of the covenant, before the mercy seat that is over the covenant, where I will meet with you. 7 Aaron shall burn incense of sweet spices on it every morning. When he tends the lamps, he shall burn it. 8 When Aaron lights the lamps at evening, he shall burn it, a perpetual incense before Yahweh throughout your generations. 9 You shall offer no strange incense on it, nor burnt offering, nor meal offering. You shall pour no drink offering on it. 10 Aaron shall make atonement on its horns once in the year, with the blood of the sin offering of atonement once in the year he shall make atonement for it throughout your generations. It is most holy to Yahweh. 11 Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, 12 When you take a census of the children of Israel, according to those who are counted among them, then each man shall give a ransom for his soul to Yahweh when you count them, that there be no plague among them when you count them. 13 They shall give this, everyone who passes over to those who are counted, half a shekel according to the shekel of the sanctuary, the shekel is 20 gerahs, half a shekel for an offering to Yahweh. 14 Everyone who passes over to those who are counted, from 20 years old and upward, shall give the offering to Yahweh. 15 The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less, than the half shekel when they give the offering to Yahweh, to make atonement for your souls. 16 You shall take the atonement money from the children of Israel, and shall assign it for the service of the tent of meeting, that it may be a memorial for the children of Israel before Yahweh, to make atonement for your souls. 17 Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, 18 You shall also make a basin of bronze, and its base of bronze, in which to wash. You shall put it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and you shall put water in it. 19 Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet in it. 20 When they go into the tent of meeting, they shall wash with water, that they not die, or when they come near to the altar to minister, to burn an offering made by fire to Yahweh. 21 So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they not die. It shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and to his offspring throughout their generations. 22 Moreover Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, 23 Also take fine spices, of liquid myrrh, 500 shekels, and of fragrant cinnamon half as much, even 250, and of fragrant cane, 250. 24 And of cassia 500, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, and a hin of olive oil. 25 You shall make it a holy anointing oil, a perfume compounded after the art of the perfumer. It shall be a holy anointing oil. 26 You shall use it to anoint the tent of meeting, the ark of the covenant. 27 The table and all its articles, the lampstand and its accessories, the altar of incense. 28 The altar of burnt offering with all its utensils, and the basin with its base. 29 You shall sanctify them, that they may be most holy. Whatever touches them shall be holy. 30 You shall anoint Aaron and his sons, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me in the priest's office. 31 You shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, This shall be a holy anointing oil to me throughout your generations. 32 It shall not be poured on man's flesh, and do not make any like it, according to its composition. It is holy. It shall be holy to you. 33 Whoever compounds any like it, or whoever puts any of it on a stranger, he shall be cut off from his people. 34 Yahweh said to Moses, Take to yourself sweet spices, gum resin, onycha, galbanum, sweet spices with pure frankincense. There shall be an equal weight of each. 35 You shall make incense of it, a perfume after the art of the perfumer, seasoned with salt, pure and holy. 36 You shall beat some of it very small, and put some of it before the covenant in the tent of meeting, where I will meet with you. It shall be to you most holy. 37 You shall not make this incense, according to its composition, for yourselves, it shall be to you holy for Yahweh. 38 Whoever shall make any like that, to smell of it, he shall be cut off from his people.